Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our English class, and this is Ilyas Hariri with you. Today we have grade 8, grade 9, unit 2, period 3. Today we'll talk about present perfect. Present perfect, the rule of present perfect is subject has, have, and past participle verb 3. So if we have he, she, it, we put has. If we have they, we, you, and I, we put have. And the key words are already, just, yet, since, recently, never, ever, since, for, still, and so far. And why do we use the present perfect? To talk about action that has done in the past, and we can see the result now. Action has started in the past and finished, and we find a result in the present, but the action is already finished. With the keywords, we can use all the keywords in suitable places. The first one, already and just, we use them in positive sentence. For example, I have already done my homework, or I have just done my homework. So we use already and just in positive sentence without not. While yet, we can use it in two ways. The first one in negative sentence, and the other one in yes/no question. For example, I haven't done my homework yet. So we use yet at the end of the sentence. We use it with the negative sentence, and we can use it with the question. Have you done your homework yet? Since and for, we use since with a specific time, and we use for with unspecific time. So for example, if I say since, I can use since 2010. I have a specific year. Since last October, a specific month. Since Saturday or last Saturday, specific day. And also I can use since with a phrase like since I saw you in the party. It means I know the party and you know the party, and we know when did we meet in the party. So in this case it will be specific. While if we use for, we use it with years. For years, it means I don't know exactly which year. Or if I say 10 years, also here in this case I don't know which is the exact year. For months, which months I don't know. So even if I put 7 months, for example, also 7 months, it's not specific in general, so we use for with it. Okay, if I say also 4 days, even if 4 days, it's not specific, so in this case we can use for. And we can say also 4 ages, it means for a long time. Still, we use still with the negative sentence. For example, my dad still hasn't bought the car or the new car. And be careful with the still. When we use it, we have to put still before has and have, before the verb. For example, my dad still hasn't, and we use still with the negative before has and have. Before and recently, we put them at the end of the sentence. I have seen you recently, and I have seen you recently and before. So these two words we can put them at the end of the sentence to give us there's something happened, or there's something happened before a little time. Ever, we use ever with yes/no question. For example, have you ever been to Kuwait? So here we use ever in question, and so far we use it with negative sentences. For example, the boys haven't started the game so far. The boys haven't started the game so far. Now when we come to the present perfect continuous, this is the second rule in our lesson. Present perfect continuous have the same rule, but we have a little bit different. So we have the same subject and has and have, but be careful, because after has and have we have to put the verb 3, past participle, and we cannot put the verb with ing before with verb 3. So we put been after has and have, and we put the verb after has and have been to any verb with ing. So in this case we have 1, 2, 3 verbs in the sentence. Example, for example, if I say he, she, it, we put has, they, we, you, and I, we put have. And the keywords are since, for, all day, so far, by the end of the day. These are the keywords. We use the present perfect continuous for actions starting in the past and continuing up to the present. Something happened in the past and continuing until the present. When I speak the result, when I speak the sentence, the action is still going on. For example, he has been studying all the day. He has been studying all the day. It means he is still studying until now. Now, they have been doing the project for 5 hours. They have been doing the project for 5 hours. It means they are still working. Here we have an exercise, page 18. On page 18, we have exercise period number 3, page 18. Read the examples. Number 1, I have already seen a nice wardrobe. This sentence is in present perfect. Why? Because here we have already and we have and seen. This is the present perfect. Number 2, we still haven't done the flowers. Here this is the present perfect also by using still, and after still we use have with not, and verb 3 after have, which is done. Number 3, we have been talking about it for ages. It means this sentence in the present perfect continuous. In this present perfect continuous we use have, been, and talking with ing. And here we have for ages. It means to tell us that the time. Number 4, the Qadri family have been working hard for the past week. So this sentence talk about present perfect continuous. Now look at the examples again. Tick the best way to complete the statement. We often use already with the present perfect, positive sentence or negative positive sentence. We often use number 2. We often use still with the present perfect in positive sentence or negative sentence. Of course, negative sentence. We often use already for emphasize to show that an action sooner than anyone else. Number 4, we often use still for emphasize to show that an action is sooner or later than anyone else. Yeah, it's later than anyone thought. And the last one, we often use the present perfect continuous for emphasize to show that something has been going on and never stopped, and or but has now stopped. Yeah, when we use continuous it means it never stop, because when I speak the action is still going on. Okay, the same on page 18 we have exercise number 2. Walk in pairs, ask and answer a question about the Walid list on day 5, Thursday. Okay, now talk about what the Qadri family have already done. Now we have in this chart, we have what? We have these 4: choose a new carpet, done; buy a new wardrobe, done; put up some pictures, done; get another chair for the dining room, done. And each one here, mom, dad, Lana, and me, and dad did the action. On the other hand, we have make some new curtains. No, haven't done. make grandma's bed, haven't done. Put up the curtains, haven't done. And put some flowers by the bed, haven't done. So what have we do is this. We need to ask a question with the present perfect. These four we use them with already because we already done that, and the things which are X, we put them with the present perfect but with yet or still. So the question, when is Mr. Qadri going to choose a new carpet? The answer is she's already chosen one. She's already chosen one. Number 2, buy a new wardrobe. When is Mr. Qadri going to buy a new wardrobe? Dad has already bought a new wardrobe. What about the second? When is Mr. Qadri going to buy a new wardrobe? And now put up some pictures. When is Mr. Qadri going to buy a new put up some pictures. Lana and me, here we have Lana and me have already put up some pictures, and so on. If we change it to negative, okay, what can we say? Have Mrs. Qadri and Lana made some new curtains yet? No, they haven't. They still haven't made any. The last exercise, form sentence statements. Use the present perfect continuous and the present perfect with still and not. Walid paint that room ages but still not finish it. So we change it to Walid has been painting that room for ages but he still hasn't finished it. Number 2, who can do it? Mrs. Qadri look for a new carpet days but still not find right design. So we can change it to Mrs. Qadri has been looking for a new carpet for days but she still hasn't found the right design. Okay. Number 3, Lana tidy up her room hours but still not put everything away. So it becomes like that. Lana has been tidying up her room for hours but she still hasn't put up or put everything away. Number 4, Mr. Qadri look at the new laptops weeks but still not decide best one to buy. So it becomes like, yes, the last one we have page 19, period number 4. We have a new words. We need to read them. Away, continue, dry. What's the meaning of away? It means not beside you. Continue, it means going on. Dry, and the opposite is wet. Dry, it means without water inside. Keep out, it means keep away. Okay, not beside me. Don't get close. Relax, it means when you have nothing to do. Special, it means amazing or VIP, you can say. Wall, this is the wall, this is the block that you inside live. And wet, this is the opposite of dry. Okay, the thing that's full of water. Word formation, we have say, this is verb, and saying noun. Hot, adjective, and heat is the noun. So we need to put these everybody beside or in the spaces in exercise number 2. Listen and now new words from activity 1. Make any changes needed. Does anyone live in that old house? Let's climb over the wall and find out. We'd better not. That big sign says keep away or keep out. Number 2, I hate all this wet weather with rain all day every day. Yes, it's terrible, and it's going to continue like this for 10 days. Number 3, I love getting home and relaxing with my family. I do too. It makes me think of the old saying, home sweet home. Number 4, my shirt has fallen in the water. How am I going to get it dry? Just hang it outside in the heat of the sun. For half an hour. 5, I hear you're going away for 2 weeks. Are you going anywhere nice? Yes, we're going on a very special trip to see the ancient cities of Mexico. And this time we have finished our lesson. Have a nice day and